Um, so this lesson is going to be on the structure of an amino acid. So yesterday you went through and looked at some amino acids and you identified the functional groups of the amino acids. Our learning objective for today is that you can identify the structure of an amino acid. That's kind of what I want you to leave with today. And so we're going to be looking at alanine. Um, and so the first thing that you have to notice is this kind of like central carbon. This is called a stereocarbon or a chirocarbon. And the reason why it's called that is because it has one, two, three, four different groups bonded to it, right? Each one of these groups is different. And for that reason, there's actually multiple ways that we can draw this. Um, yeah, in fact, there's specifically two different ways that we can draw this three-dimensionally, and those two different ways are mirror images of one another, um, which is what it means for something to be chiral. We'll talk more about stereochemistry and chirality um, later in uh, the semester. But for now, just note that we need to be able to spot the central carbon because that's going to tell us kind of like the different um, structure of the amino acid. Okay, so the first thing, and I think everyone was able to um, spot that this functional group was in all of our amino acids, is the amine group. So that's part of how the word amino acid gets its name, is it has an amine. Okay, the other part of the name, the acid part of the name, comes from over here. This is a carboxylic acid. So we've got an amine and an acid in every amino acid. We also have a hydrogen. Right, so hydrogen shows up in every single amino acid. And then they all have their um, they all have this other group over here, and we'll call this the side chain. Um, Now, if the side chain just consists of carbon and hydrogen, we'll call it an aliphatic side chain. And you'll see that a lot of the amino acids have aliphatic side chains. It's just carbons and hydrogens that are single bonded to one another. But some of them have more interesting side chains with more interesting functional groups. And so your task for today is to go through those 20 amino acids and organize them into different groups by their side chain. So if the side chain is aliphatic, like in alanine, then you'll put those ones together. And if the side chain has a different kind of functional group, well, you'll put those ones together. We'll see if we can get some sort of common structure um, in the way that we organize those amino acids. All right, so that's it for this lesson. Let me know if you have any questions.